jalapenos and tomatoes.
Subway now has breakfast, like the Western Egg White Muffin Melt. Fresh toasted and made just the way you want, only at Subway.
Subway Fresh!
Products may vary, may be available from opening to 11 a.m. at participating restaurants.
What's cooking today? Paul Stern, Jack Roberts, Michael Horn, Ron Simons.
This is a tramp. Seems to want to get up into a disco John Travolta action here.
Yeah, how 1970s can we get?
It is, right. It moves. What the heck? Live across the nation, what's cooking today, as Paul said. Paul, what do you think about women in cars? Do you think about that very often?
I do think about that because I know that the issues that affect women and automobiles are perhaps different than those same issues as they affect men. So,
well, that's what a lot of women say, but is it really true? A lot of guys will say, wait a minute, let's find out. We've gone to the source. Once again, we've gone to the source. We've got Jody DeVere, and she is the president of the Women's Automotive Association International. Hello, Jody. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Well, thanks for being here. Is that true? Are women treated differently than men are by automotive people?
Well, statistically, I think the recent statistics show that women are definitely more uncomfortable, especially in the automotive repair area. And on my website, AskPatty.com, I do know that most of the questions that come into my panel are related to automotive repair and service. So that just tells you women need to educate themselves more about their vehicle maintenance and repair, as well as car buying.
Okay, and now we plugged the website. I understand that, and that the AskPatty.com is your website. We've done that plug. But let's talk about you as a president of the Women Automotive Association International. You still are president, right?
I am.
Okay, so tell me. I mean, a lot of times I hear that when a woman goes in to get something done for her car, the mechanic does not treat her the same and with as much respect as they do of a guy. Is that a true statement?
Often women feel that they're being talked down to, and for that matter, spoken to in a language that they don't understand. I think it's really important that automotive repair centers learn to speak English to consumers, especially women. Women need to also do a better job educating themselves about that terminology. A vehicle is the second most expensive purchase they're going to make in their lifetime, other than buying a home. And it's a really good idea to sort of open up the glove box, dust off that manual that everyone reads cover to cover when they buy their new vehicle, and educate themselves about the regular maintenance repair schedule and what's necessary. And I think the communication works better at the automotive retailer when she knows what is needed, right?
I would certainly agree, and I think many people are getting an education thinking that what we thought was more or less cliche is not actually so cliche, and perhaps maybe some of the things, I mean, I can only speak for myself, but some of these things that apply maybe towards how women can be taken advantage of can actually apply to some of us guys.
Well, I say if automotive repair centers and service centers fix it with the women, they'll fix it with the guys too. And because I do a lot of training along this communication gender bias, I can say that a lot of guys, out of their pride, will not ask questions as often as women will at automotive retail locations. And so I think it's really a two-sided education battle.
There's still a little bit of that machismo.
To learn to communicate more effectively with consumers, women especially.
Judy, I take it that there's still a little bit of that machismo with us guys.
Income earner for automotive repair centers, right?
You're right. Jody DeVere is our guest, founder of AskPatty.com, and also she's the president of Women Automotive Association International. What is that? Is that just a front for something? What kind of organization is that? I mean, I have never heard of the organization, but I'm sure it is a respected organization. What do you guys do there?
The Women's Automotive Association?
Yeah, tell me about it. I'm a guy. I've never heard about it.
Actually, we're the premier women's organization that promotes careers for automotive to women. We provide scholarships. In fact, we just held a fantastic event during the New York Auto Show that had a panel on women talking about some of the challenges they face as employees working in the automotive industry. There is definitely more men than women working in the automotive industry. But as I always say, it's not the guy's fault. It's not like in junior high and high school. The school counselors sit down with the girls and say, hey, Jody, how about a career in automotive? And so it's a support and mentoring organization for automotive women, and again, encouraging young women to pursue careers in automotive.
Okay, Jody, well, there's probably a reason for it, because I think more guys are into cars than women are. I mean, that's just a true statement. I mean, there are a lot of women that are much more qualified than guys, but I think on the average, guys are more interested in it. Is that not true?
You know what? I would disagree. I think
Okay.
that women are just as passionate about the
Disagree with me. Go for it.
guys are, but just for different reasons.
Okay.
And Ask Patty definitely displays that. I think it's a very popular site for women to learn about vehicles. And my experience in working in this field with women is that they just have different things they're passionate about. And they gather in groups to talk about their cars just the same amount as guys do. They're less interested in performance and more interested in maybe the look and drivability of the car and how useful it is in their lifestyle, okay?
That's a good point, and I would be prone to agree with you, Jody. I don't necessarily agree with this old school mentality that in some way women take a backseat to men, whether it's involved.
I never said that, Paul.
Well,
I said there are more men interested in automotive than women, and I think that's true. Jody disagrees with me, and she's the expert, so she knows. That's right.
Hold on, I'm just saying I think that women, are equally interested in automobiles, whether it be from design and creation to maintenance and upkeep.
Okay, and what about upkeep of an automobile? Should people, maybe women, should they go to AskPatty.com? Where should they go to get information if they're not quite certain how they should handle the automotive situation when they go in for a checkup on their car?
Well, first of all, I think it's all about pre-education. You really need to understand what kind of service intervals and what are the necessary manufacturer-recommended services that need to be done. That really helps a lot, make all consumers feel empowered, especially women. And I will tell you that I think women need to do a much better job educating themselves about what is needed to maintain their vehicles properly. One of the things I'm most passionate about is high-quality motor oil. If I hear it one more time that some woman's engine blew up because she forgot to change her oil, or she's using some low-quality motor oil and blew her engine, it just, this is an education problem.
Yeah, but that happens to guys too. I've heard guys do that as well.
Especially when it's called motoroilmatters.org. Motor oil is the lifeblood of your vehicle.
A lot of websites there. Okay, Jody, thank you very much. Jody DeVere,
I think all motor oils are pretty good quality.
I think they are
sold in stores.
Jody DeVere, the president of Women's Automotive Association International. AskPatty.com. We didn't have time for more websites. We've done so many websites in this segment. Live across America, what's cooking today? Stay with us.
Stay tuned for a 1 million bottle giveaway announcement. Do you have troubled skin, acne?